Hi everybody, this is Steve Greer, K3SRG, and we're going to go over a few things for training to become a net control station. We're going to go in here and we're just going to go into our preferences, make sure we have a couple things set here. We want to, for one, make sure we enable the manual highlighter. Manual highlighter keeps that pink line from jumping around on you. So we want to make sure that box is checked. That will always make sure your manual station highlighter prevents you from jumping that pink line around. Now we're going to go ahead and create a net. I've already got it set up here as a test net. And when you're running an Omiss net, you're going to use NetLogger 2. We're not doing an Omiss net at the time, we're just doing a test net, so we're just going to use NetLogger 1. You set a simple password, usually 4 to 6 characters. Too much more may cause a problem. You just make something easy enough that you can remember. We're going to go ahead and open up the net. Make sure you have your net control information in there, who you are, and what frequency, and the band, and the mode. We're going to click OK here, and the net is officially opened. We're going to view the AIM window, and we're going to open up the monitors window, and over here on my other computer that you can't see, I'm going to go ahead and join the net as well as a shortwave listener. So before we start putting call signs in, we want to make sure we have the current club profile. Now, you look up here, if you're not on the Omiss profile, you go over here to Setup, and you choose Club Profile, and you choose the profile that fits the net that you're operating. So we're going to run an Omiss net, and we want to download the latest club profile. That gives us all of our member ID numbers that we can punch them in and convert them to call signs automatically. Yes, we want to overwrite the current club profile. That is a local copy. You're not going to cause any disturbances there. And we put our call sign or Omiss number here in line number 1 as the net control station. Now, my status still says op, so I have to go ahead and set myself the net official status as the net control. We do that by right-clicking on the call sign and going down to net control status, set net control station. Now I have the NC in my name. And we're just going to bring the pink line down here to the bottom here, get it out of the way so you can see the colors. And we're just going to put a couple various call signs in there as we go. And these are just a couple call signs and Omiss numbers I know off the top of my head. Number 10,000, that is the Omiss club call sign, and we're going to set that as P under the MP status here for portable, and we're going to put that in a state that the combo station brought it. We're just going to mark it as Ken brought it from Missouri, and then we can go over here and write in combo number 4, click down here, combo number 3, and we have the Omiss club call portable in Missouri as Ken brings it. It is important to make sure you put portable and what state they brought it in, and to set a mobile station you just simply put an M in this column and you put what state they're portable in. Sometimes they will have the county and the grid. If not, it's just generally it's a mobile, and he's mobile in Ohio. Now we're going to set a net official status. We're going to mark Ken as a relay. So you right click on the call sign and you go down to net official status, and you set relay status. That turns Ken orange, puts a relay in his name there, and he's marked as a relay. We're going to set Mr. Bob, we're going to set him as net official status as a VIP. As you can see, his line turned a reddish color, and it has VIP there in his status. You can identify the VIPs by their QSL info column. They will have a V here in their QSL info. And you can always resize these columns to make sure you can read all the information in there. Now if one of these columns is not where you'd like it, if you'd like to move it around so you can see it better, you just click and hold the column with the normal left mouse button and you slide it over. And we're going to slide it all the way over to where call sign gets lit up, and we're going to move that. Boom. We move the name over here, so we now have the call sign, the name, the member ID, and if they're mobile or portable, and their status. You can move any of these columns around to where you feel comfortable and where you like to run your net. Things that you can change to help make your nets a little better is you can go up to Edit and you can choose the check-ins table. That's where you have the call signs. If it's a little small and you have a hard time reading it, you can go to the font and you could choose a larger font or a smaller one. I'm going to choose to bump this up to a little bit bigger, and you see it makes my calls all a little bit bigger to help you see them a little bit more. And as you can see here, the Omiss Club Call has a V in its QSL info, so we're going to go down to Net Official Status and make that a VIP station. And if you accidentally make a station a VIP or set the Net Official Status, you can always go Clear VIP or Clear Status. Either one will suffice, and they will both do the same function. Now if you set a relay and a VIP and you accidentally didn't want to make them a VIP or didn't want to make them a relay, you would go in and just select to clear just that Net Official Status. If you made them a VIP and a relay and you didn't mean to make them either one, you just simply go down here to Clear Status and it'll wipe it out completely. We're going to go ahead and mark him back as a VIP station. And we're going to go here. If you notice that your almost instant message window is a little small or a little hard to read, you can press and hold down your control key. I believe it is also referred to as the command key on a Mac. And then you can roll your mouse wheel to make these bigger. You can make that bigger or smaller depending on how you would like to see it. And you can also resize this window to fit your screen size. Often heard is called giving the green light. You would go down here and you would right click on the call sign and you can promote somebody to green light them. You would promote logger. Now that gives the SWL the green light, and on their side it will light up on logging. It will say start logging and it will light up green on their side. Once they say they've got the green light, you can go ahead and click the X and close that. And at any time you can go and revoke the logger and that will take the green light away from them. That is a handy thing to do, is to have somebody promoted as logger just in case you drop out, lose internet, or lose power and are unable to complete your net. That gives somebody else the ability to go ahead and cover the net for you. So we've got the green light on the SWL over there, so SWL would just go up and click start logging and they can go in and you'll see them populate numbers or call signs in here. You can manually enter a call sign. Doesn't have to be the Omiss number, it can be the call sign. If you entered in the wrong person, you can double click on it, highlight it gray, and you can change that to whatever you'd like. When you change it, you would hit the tab button and it will repopulate the information. If you notice that it doesn't populate correctly, you double click on it to make it gray and you hit the tab key again and it should update the information for you. When checking out a station, you would simply go to checkout, and if you find that you accidentally checked out the wrong station, you can always go back and clear checked out status. Make somebody green as they're not responding. They were called by relays in the net control and they didn't respond to their call. You just simply go down to set not responding status, or you can use shortcut keys, also available on that menu. And when that person responds, you can just go down to clear not responding, and it takes that color away. So we're going to go ahead and check out that station. And we're going to go ahead and you can, these options here are for your needs. If you decide that you move to take your newcomers and you want to mark who you got to go to next, I will mark them green on my end, and you can then go and move the pink line, work your newcomers, and then you can go back to the line that you left off. Now you'll have to clear that needed status to keep them orange on your end. That needed status does not change on the entire net. That is only a change on your end. And we're just going to go ahead and check that station out. Notice that the pink line does not move when I check people out, because I have set my manual station highlighter in my options. If you don't set it in your options, you can always go to view, and you can set the manual station highlighter, and as you click in here, you'll notice that the pink line moves. If that happens, you just go up to the view and click on manual station highlighter. You'll see that you have the check mark there. We're going to go ahead and check all these other stations out. And then if you see somebody say on AIM, hey, you checked me out by accident, oops, you know, accidents happen. You just go back in here and you clear checked out status. What keeps happening there is my mouse keeps letting go, and let's go right there at QRZ web page lookup. Now that option there, if you don't have a QRZ account and you don't have the full information on the person there, you would just click QRZ web page lookup, and it will open up their QRZ, and you can go ahead and put their city and state and whatever other information in there. We have another person that joined us here that just happened to see we had a test net going, so they came on in, and we're just going to go through and make sure we check everybody out here, because we're just running a test net. All right, and again, we'll just go over adding a line above. You click on it, you click on the call sign that you want to add a line above, and it will insert a line above each of those that you click on and add a line. If at the end of the net you have last calls and you put that on before you get to the end of the list, and you notice, okay, at the end of the list you do some more check-ins and you get more people on, you can simply click here and go insert row, and you just do that a couple times to move your last calls down, and you can get a few more people there on the list. That way you're not missing out. And if you got somebody here that you need to move, you would click on the number and you would slide them up. You click and hold and you drag, and we just moved W9FML up, and number 2 you just click and hold and drag it down, and we can move WO4L down to the bottom. We'll move KN4OM up, and it's as easy as that. Alright, thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to go ahead and close this net down. Now, it does prompt, are you sure you want to close and terminate the net? Yes, I'm done with the net. I just wanted to test it out, and we go up here and we close it. Thank you, everybody.